Mm. Man, oh man. Another day, man. Another day, man. Another day, man. We up in this piece, man. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Start the show off good. We getting it cracking tonight, man. It's cracking. You heard? We getting it cracking tonight, man. We getting it cracking. Nah. How doing? uh, hit the like button, man. Let's get the likes cracking, man. Let's get the likes cracking, man.
Fox Sports when he said he personally doesn't see racism because so many of his fans are white.
I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism.
There was a lot of backlash from people about that. Would you change it, what you said, or
No,
you
not
still
at
feel the
all.
same way? What's your thought on Black Lives Matter?
What is it? What do you mean?
The idea was that there's this movement called Black Lives Matter, thinking that the rest of America didn't seem to understand that Black Lives Matter.
It just sounds weird. I didn't know that you put a name on. It's not a name. It's not whatever. It's somebody got shot by police for up reason. I am a young, black, rich. If that don't let you know that America understands Black matter these days, I don't know what it is. Don't come at me with that dumb man. My life matters, especially to my
Do you separate yourself from it?
I don't feel connected to a damn thing that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy. You connected to this flag right there. As I'm connected, I'm a gangbanger, man. I'm connected.
Jesus, man.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun because I see what's going on in these streets and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into they flipping cars in the middle of the street. I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to, seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week.
Man, what happened to dirt cookies, man? I thought they was eating dirt cookies, man. They got it good over here. Now I see why they come over here, man. Now I see, man. Just grab a duck out the pond, man. We got ducks and shit.
Week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns, and they look for dope, and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for like going left to center and like a couple miles over, like y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset, and y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive since the Highway State Patrol knows so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic. Y'all pay them, they can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive because it's getting bro, I'm getting thousands of views on these. And it's going to get bigger and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs. And then y'all need to come out here in these streets and y'all need to go out here and, I'm out here before the police is. Like, y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business. Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro. We got to do something, bro. It's kids out here getting hurt. Like, only reason I even went on here and said something about it is because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? Like, how much money is y'all really getting paid, like, to bring them over here? Like, I know it's deeper than them. I know that's where they come from and that's what they do. That's their country. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they can't do that over here. And if y'all just getting paid from it and then y'all ain't doing nothing about it, I think that's super weird, bro. Y'all got to stand on business. Y'all got to really, like, step up. Like, it's lame, bro. Like, for real.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Is that what's going on, man? I don't know, man. Maybe it is, man. Maybe that is what's going on. I don't know, man. Is that what y'all seeing where y'all at, man? Is that what y'all seeing where y'all are at? We ain't got Haitians, man, but yeah, Haitians, that's a whole nother game plan, Jack. You think them El Salvadorians bad. Them Haitians, they sun men, man. Haitians are sons. Haitians are Negroes, man. Them Haitians can't build you a house in 12 days, man. Haitians can't take all the shingles off your roof and replace them in one day for a 36 case of coronas, man. At least the on burritos, man, they can do something, man. They can do some work for you. Haitians ain't gonna fix nothing for you, man. Jeez. We got yikes. Yeah, let me get to this. Let me do this, man.
New tonight, a woman is facing multiple charges after a shooting outside of a community center. 43-year-old Tequila Curry is accused of shooting a 14-year-old girl. WRG's Alan Self is live tonight at the Criminal Justice Center.
Hold on, man. Let me start this over again, man. I ain't hear that correctly, man. I know I ain't just hear what I thought I heard.
New tonight, a woman is facing multiple charges after a shooting outside of a community center. 43-year-old Tequila Curry is accused of shooting a 14-year-old girl. WRG's Alan Self is live tonight at the Criminal Justice Center with the latest on this investigation. And Alan, what have you learned tonight?
Shay Tequila Curry tells us Shay Tequila Curry is set to go before a judge tomorrow morning. We spoke with her aunt, who tells us they share a strong bond. She says she's shocked by the charges and just learning about the details. Memphis police say outside the community center on Graceland Drive, a fight between two juvenile females escalated into a shooting on Thursday afternoon. According to eyewitnesses, the altercation started as a one-on-one fight, but two adults intervened, including 43-year-old Tequila Curry. Police say she pepper sprayed the area and fired a warning shot. Witnesses say Curry then pointed the gun at children and fired again, hitting a 14-year-old victim in the arm. The girl was rushed to LeBonner Children's Hospital and is recovering from non-critical injuries. Investigators say Curry then took off in a black Chevy Malibu, firing yet another shot as she left. Police arrested Curry the next day and charged her with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and being a convicted felon.
Would this be classified as a school shooting, man? I mean, two little girls fighting, two students. Could this be a school shooting? Or nah, man? Damn, Tequila.
Firing yet another shot as she left. Police arrested Curry the next day and charged her with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. She was given a $275,000 bond. Her aunt is shocked by the number.
She's not the animal like they pretend that she is. For a bond to be that high?
Who said she was an animal, man? They just arrested her for what she did. See, black folk do this, man. They throw all this extra shit on it. She got arrested for what she did. Ain't nobody call her no animal, man. So now you get to be mad. See, black folks say shit like that, and then they get mad about the person being called an animal when no one called them an animal but you. See, man, they treating us like animals, man. So, listen, man, please hit the like button, man. Please support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Yeah, man, jeez. Please support the channel, man. Let's see how many likes you get, man. 83 likes, man. All right.
Can't believe it. I can't.
Tequila Curry's aunt, who wished to remain anonymous, told us she helped raise Curry as a child and has a close relationship with her.
That was my little mini-me growing up. We did things. I talked to her. We played cards. We did everything growing up. I don't know this person that they trying to put together right now. I don't. And it's hurt my heart to just find this out. But she's not a bad person.
She also offered a deeper understanding of what may have driven Curry's actions.
A mother do anything for their children to protect them. I hope what they're saying is not true. But as a mother, you have to protect your children. I understand that.
The aunt also mentioned Curry's mother passing away 2 years ago. Despite the circumstances, the aunt expressed her sympathy for her niece as well as the victim.
And I just found out about it and it's eating me up. But I want to pray for her and the child that they accused her of shooting. And I hope everything turned out for the best.
Police are still investigating the circumstances surrounding the fight and the shooting. For your news leader at 201 Poplar, I'm Alan Self, WREG, News Channel 3.
Okay.
WGN Investigates has exclusive new details, including this body cam footage showing a chase and eventual arrest of a repeat felon in the western suburbs. The man is no stranger to law enforcement. He testified in the high-profile murder trial for Chicago rapper gunned down in the Gulf Coast.
That's right. As investigative reporter Ben Bradley found, a series of arrests and convictions hasn't been enough to keep him off the streets.
Gunfire in the Gold Coast in 2020 created a startling scene. Shell casings next to luxury boutiques. Prosecutors said rival gang members gunned down Carlton Weekly, better known as FBG Duck. This man, Rakeem Wilton, testified at the federal trial, providing insight into a raging war between rival Southside gangs, but refusing to, as he put it, snitch on anyone still alive. Fast forward to West Suburban Hinsdale last week. An officer tried to pull over a car driving erratically at 5 a.m. when the driver fled.
He's all over the roadway. Just smoked the curb.
The driver crashed into an embankment.
Just threw something outside the window. I can't tell what it is. Hands out the window! Hey, put your hands out! Hey, get back in the car!
Oh,
back in!
shit. That right there, Jack, that gets you killed, man. Don't just be jumping out the car, man. Don't get out the car unless they tell you to get out the car.
Week, an officer tried to pull over a car driving erratically at 5 a.m. when the driver fled.
He's all over the roadway. Just smoked the curb.
The driver crashed into an embankment.
Just threw something outside the window. I can't tell what it is. Hands out the window! Hey, put your hands out! Hey, get back in the car! Back in the car! Get back in the car! Foot pursuit over the tracks.
Officers quickly caught up to Wilt.
Stop! 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 Stop!
And listen, this is what cops go through every fucking day, 24/7. Every day. Every day. This is what cops go through every day. The only time cops are like offensive linemen. You only hear about an offensive lineman when he commits a holding penalty. The football team could score 80 points, have 1,000 yards, and you're not going to hear shit about none of them offensive linemen. Soon as one of them commit a holding penalty, they're going to be like, holding on number 66. And they're going to zero in on his ass, and everybody will be like, damn, man. You got a first down call back, man. That was a great play, man. It was all for naught because you held on them. And it's like, that's how cops are, man. You don't hear about them until One of them somewhere. But getting this guy off the street, getting FBG butt off the street that night was a good thing, man. We needed to get FBG butt off the street. He riding around being a jackass, man. We needed to get FBG butt off the streets that night, man. Here's my thing, man. I just want to let you guys know this. There are 18,000 police departments in the United States, man. See, I live in a small town, so it's a lot of little small towns. Like, you can drive 5 minutes this way and be in another town. Sometimes you can drive 10 minutes and go through 2 or 3 towns where I'm at. If you just drive 10 minutes at night and just catch all the lights, you can drive through 2 or 3 towns. And each one of them little towns got their own police department. And then the county got their police department. You got the state troopers, the state, oh man. There are 18,000 police departments, and all of them going through this same shit you see in this video with sun turds every night, man. Every night, all of them are going through this, man. Listen to your scanner, man. I used to listen to the scanner. I don't do it no more, but my father-in-law, he would always listen to the scanner, so when I would be around him, I'd be listening to the scanner. Listen to your scanner one night, because the news can't cover everything. They got apps too on the Google's Play Store where you can download the scanner for any city, for real, but your city especially. Just listen to the scanner, the police scanner. Listen to the fire department scanner. Every night, it's just niggas being niggas 24/7 in every city, all 18,000 police departments. And we got to hear about cops as racist.
But refusing to, as he put it, snitch on anyone still alive. Fast forward to West Suburban Hinsdale last week. An officer tried to pull over a car driving erratically at 5 a.m. when the driver fled.
He's all over the roadway. Just smoked the curb.
The driver crashed into an embankment.
Just threw something outside the window. I can't tell what it is. Hands out the window! Hey, put your hands out! Hey, get back in the car! Back in the car! Get back in the car! Foot pursuit over the tracks.
Officers quickly caught up to Will.
Stop! 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 Stop!
Once he was cuffed, he clammed up.
What's your first name? I ain't got it. What do you want me to call you?
Police say they found 2 guns. That, combined with Wilton's criminal history, raises questions. Court records show he pled guilty to conspiracy to commit murder in 2015 and was sentenced to 8 years. He only had to serve half that time. He's also been charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon at least 3 times in Cook County. He was convicted once and got a year. Another case was dropped after a judge suppressed evidence. Cook County prosecutors sought detention after the most recent arrest in March, but a judge released him.
And then they say the criminal justice system is racist. And listen, man, this is what most brothers go through in the criminal justice system. Cases drop, they beat cases, they get light sentences. It take a lot to get a life sentence, to finally get 60 years. You got to do a lot. You got to throw some heavy boulders at the penitentiary, man. Now some dudes do get slammed, you know what I mean, blah blah blah. But you gotta throw boulders at the penitentiary if you a son man, usually, man. If you being entertained, if you join this content, man, take the $5 challenge, support the channel, man. And also hit the like button, man. We going for 400 likes tonight, man. we trying to get the like button smashed by you people out here, man. If we can, man. To hit the like button, that'd be nice, man.
Tim.
My girl good?
Your girl's good.
I will. Whatever going on, put it on me.
All of Wilton's previous crimes occurred in Cook County. Last week, he was 1 mile into DuPage County when he was arrested. State's Attorney Bob Berlin charged him with a Class X felony, and a DuPage judge ordered him locked up and held until trial. Police aren't sure what Wilton and his girlfriend were doing in Hinsdale at 5 in the morning.
So where is he right now? Locked up?
He's locked up in the DuPage County jail, but the story draws that distinction between similar crime, unlawful use of a weapon or possession by a felon. In Cook County, you're oftentimes just right back out on the street. In DuPage, they upgrade the charge. And you
we've seen that before.
Different laws.
Same law, different approach.
Different approach. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
The grieving mother of the 6-year-old boy beaten to death with a piece of lumber is speaking exclusively to ABC7. Her son's babysitter, Ernest Love, is charged with murder and torture. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez has the heartbreaking story.
I was genuinely blindsided. You know, I trusted him with my son.
Charlene.
No tears. No tears. No tears. Just the stupid cry face. The cry face with no tears. Press 1.
The grieving mother of the 6-year-old boy beaten to death with a piece of lumber is speaking exclusively to ABC7. Her son's babysitter, Ernest Love, is charged with murder and torture. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez has the heartbreaking story.
I was genuinely blindsided. You know, I trusted him with my son.
Charlene Safour's heart is crushed, knowing the person she believed would take care of her son, Chance Crawford, instead caused him unimaginable pain.
He died a brutal death. It was brutal. He did not deserve to go out that way.
Not a solitary tear. And I'm not saying she don't feel bad. I'm sure she feels terrible about it. It's just weird, man.
Not deserve to go out that way.
You did that, man. See that? There's going to be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You got to push through it.
Okay.
This is one of the many videos Ernest Lamar Love sent to Chance's mom anytime he babysat.
He came in my...
Babysitting? Why does a male babysitter is just weird, man. Unless he's a LGBT. That's the only time like a male babysitter is not weird. That's crazy. A male babysitter?
There's going to be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You got to push through it.
Okay.
This is one of the many videos Ernest Lamar Love sent to Chance's mom anytime he babysat.
He came in my son's life just as a male figure. He taught him things. He helped him overcome certain fears that my son had.
But on August 30th, Safour's life began to crumble after she dropped Chance off at Love's barbershop in Placentia before heading off to work at St. Joseph's Hospital. Later that night, Love called to tell her he was rushing Chance to the hospital.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head. And that's what's hard for me because I believed him when he told me.
Prosecutors say Love had beat the 6-year-old with a piece of lumber for wetting his pants at a park, then poured hydrogen peroxide on the open wounds and forced him to exercise until he collapsed.
How could you do?
Yo. Listen, man.
To Chance's mom,
Yo. Yo, man. Salute the hot black, man. He said, thank you for doing what you do. Thousands of hours of entertainment. Donate to the channel. You ain't getting this nowhere. Yeah, man. Facts, man. You ain't gonna be getting it nowhere either. Shit, man. Y'all ain't gonna be getting it nowhere either, too. Don't worry about that. But yeah, this is crazy though, man. Like, yo, this is insane. When you get some men that ain't afraid of jail or ain't afraid of prison, yo, this is unbelievable, man. The level of abuse, man. There's no way he just started doing that day. There's no way that first day. There ain't no
To
way.
Chance's mom, anytime.
You can't tell me that this is the he went 0 to 60. Like he was never doing this shit, and then he just went beat him with a wooden stick and then pour peroxide on his wounds. And nah, there was a pattern of abuse. There had to have been a pattern of abuse. Press 1, man. There was a pattern of abuse. There's no way that's the first thing he ever did. No way. Life don't work like that. There's a pattern of abuse.
He babysat.
He came in my son's life just as a male figure. He taught him things. He helped him overcome certain fears that my son had.
But on August 30th, Sephora's life began to crumble after she dropped Chance off at Love's Barbershop in Placentia before heading off to work at St. Joseph's Hospital. Later that night, Love called to tell her he was rushing.
This bitch works at a hospital? She works at a hospital? Yo, if the dude ain't the father, man, listen, man. If the dude ain't the father, man, you gotta be. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Chance to the hospital.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head. And that's what's hard for me because I believed him when he told me.
Prosecutors say Love had beat the 6-year-old with a piece of lumber for wetting his pants at a park, then poured hydrogen peroxide on the open wounds and forced him to exercise until he collapsed.
How could you do this to a child? Like, it doesn't warrant what happened.
Love, who went by Azariah, was part.
And listen, man, this dude could get arrested, right? And it's going to be some black women standing there with a camera talking about, leave him alone. Get off of him. Get off of him. He ain't do nothing. Some black woman that don't know why he getting arrested and shit. That's why you don't interfere with arrest, because you never know what somebody getting fucking arrested for. Press 1. You don't know what the fuck they getting arrested for when you just walk up with your camera. Get off of him.
It doesn't warrant what happened.
Love, who went by Azariah, was part of Amazing Church in Lake Elsinore as a minister and prophet.
He did the right things. He helped people move.
He's a prophet. This nigga is a prophet.
In Lake Elsinore as a minister and prophet.
He did the right things. He helped people move. He helped give advice. Like,
they be lying like shit. That dude probably was a fucking swindler, probably stole money from people, took people's money and shit. And that dude probably was a whole swindler. They sitting there talking so he was a prophet. Nah, I don't be believing that shit. It be red flags all the way around, man. I don't be believing that shit.
He's, helped people, start businesses.
But he had been suspended from his roles due to inappropriate behavior with women. They never suspected.
But he had been suspended from his role due to inappropriate behavior with women. Okay.
He would be capable of doing what he's accused of.
We poured so much into him and he failed us.
And he poured so much peroxide on that little boy's open wounds.
He failed us. He failed our faith. He failed us. He failed Charlotte.
Most importantly, they say he failed Chance. Chance died on Tuesday after being declared brain dead and taken off life support.
I want justice for my son because he did not deserve that.
This is just an absolutely heartbreaking story. Now Chance's mother is urging other single mothers out there to be extra vigilant as to who watches their children so something like this never ever happens to them.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Terrifying new surveillance video shows the moments a gunman opened fire on a crowded barbershop in the Bronx, and workers say it was all a random shooting. Derek Waller is in University Heights talking to witnesses.
Look what police got to deal with, and I bet this is a nigga too. I bet this is a nigga too, man. It's always a nigga, and they the main one. As soon as one of them get a bad experience, we gotta elect a Democrat president and shit. That's what this Tyreek Hill shit is about. They trying to, they know that any bad experience that a black dude have with a cop means that the Democrats is good for Democrats and it's bad for Republicans. No matter, even though the Democrats is the president, is in the White House right now. If a black dude have a bad experience with a cop, it means Republicans are bad and Democrats are gonna save the day. That's the mentality of the United States. So they hyping up this Tyreek Hill thing to try to drum up support for fucking Kamala, man. Salute to Rabbit Hole Reviews. The Sun community dooms their children with silly names like Tyreek. Tyreek is actually a very common name. That's actually very of all son names. That's like on the good end of the spectrum, man.
And Jessica, tonight we're at the corner of Burnside and University Avenues, that barbershop right behind me. And this shooting was caught on multiple surveillance cameras. Now, police say it happened last Saturday, September 1st, around 2:15 in the afternoon. A gunman walked up to that barbershop and started shooting. Now, from inside that crowded shop, you can see everyone ducked to the ground. There were even children inside. All of this happening in just a couple of seconds. What's even scarier, workers in the shop say they have no idea who that guy was or why he started shooting.
We was working and the two guys come in the motorcycle and they shoot the barbershop from inside the barbershop. We hope the police do the job and they get that people because it's so dangerous for another person outside.
The crime scene shows the bullet holes in the glass, and besides one man who was treated for cuts, there were no other injuries reported. Thankfully, nobody got hit by those bullets, but that gunman is still at large. Anyone with information should contact the anonymous Crime Stoppers tip line, 1-800-577-TIPS.
If a white dude shot into a barbershop, man, it would be all over the fucking Good Morning America. Was it racially motivated? Is it a hate crime? You know this was a sun turd, man.
In the Bronx, Derek Waller, CBS News, New York.
Breaking news out of the Bronx this afternoon, where police say 2 people were rushed to the hospital. Detectives tell us they were both shot and the violence stemmed from an argument over a parking spot. John Diaz is live in Crotona Park with the latest. John.
Yeah, well, Sydney, detectives, they are still out here on the scene, this very active scene, still investigating. What we can tell you this afternoon is, according to police, 2 guns were involved in this fight that ended bloody. Now, police tell us this all went down around 9 o'clock this morning. That's when 2 men, they say, got into a fight over a parking spot here on Bryant Avenue, right by Jennings Street in the Crotona Park section of the Bronx. That's when detectives say one man pulled out a gun and the second also pulled out a firearm, and police sources say both then exchanged gunfire. Police tell CBS News New York one man, a 66-year-old man, was then taken to the hospital with serious injuries after detectives say he was shot 3 times in his torso, and a second victim, according to police, was just an innocent bystander walking on the sidewalk. The 48-year-old woman was shot in the ankle and also transported to the hospital. Now, we just spoke with a witness minutes ago. Take a listen.
A guy come and say, "What happened to your glass?" At the same time. And I said, "Oh, that's where I realized that I get hit on my toe."
I mean, you just narrowly missed getting hit by a bullet.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. If the bullet had hit you, I would have been it.
Do you consider?
This is the life of living around niggas. And y'all talk about, listen, this is what police everywhere. This is what police everywhere. This is what police everywhere. Press, listen, let me do a poll, man. Pause, man. Let me do a poll, man. Cause let me put it like this. Let me just say this, man. Because listen, man. Listen, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. We gotta stop this, man. Take the poll, man. Everybody take the poll, man. Get off your ass and take the poll. Everybody get off your ass and take the poll. Come on, guys. Salute to CA, man. She says, I used to work at her hospital. Don't know her, though. Oh, God. Yikes. She worked at Cry Face No Tears Hospital, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man.
Consider yourself lucky?
I'm blessed.
Now, at this hour, police, they are still searching for that suspect. We were told that he quickly ran off right after this incident. For now, though, we are live this afternoon from the Crotona Park section of the Bronx. John Diaz, CBS News, New York.
John, thank you.
First tonight on your news, Lita, a Cordova woman's nightmare as her car.
Okay, we did that. Let me get to this fool Tyreek, whatever fucking name. Tyreek Hill, got a lot going on, man. We're gonna get into all this other stuff later, man. I want to get here while I got the people here, man.
Miami Dolphins wide receiver.
Let me These niggas, man. Listen, man. Shit. You know what? Let me bring the panel up, man. Let me bring the panel up. Salute to Louis Barrow, man. He says, had a dream you came to Detroit and we were driving around and you tried to get out of the car when I was taking you to a Sun People bar, but the car was locked from the inside. You know, I was in Philly the other day, man. I took my daughter to the Adventure Aquarium in Camden, man. So we was in Philly, man. We stayed in Philly for the night. Center City, man. I was down Center City. I went to Reading Terminal. That's where I got my food from. Philly was all right, man. One homeless white dude, man. I almost had to fuck up one homeless white dude, but I was with my daughter, so I didn't do it. But it was pretty nice, man. And Philly isn't as bad. One thing about Philly I was shocked at, man. They didn't have no bad Jones. They didn't have no dimes, but it wasn't as bad as it is on the news, man. It was no dimes now. No fucking no, like, damn, will you turn your head? No head turners, but it wasn't like it was on the news, man. The news does Philly bad, man. It wasn't no head turners, and I've raced out of the city, man. I when I was leaving Philly, man, I was speeding to get out of Philly because I was like, I ain't want to see a bad joint. I wanted to keep the streak alive, man. I wanted to keep the streak alive. I was like, let me hurry up and get out of Philly before I accidentally lock eyes with a bad joint, man. And I gotta tell these people. And I gotta tell these people that Philly I seen a bad joint in Philly, man. But yeah, Center City was nice, man. Center City's pretty nice, man. Let me drop the link, man. Put the link in the description box, man. Yeah, I didn't go far, man. I stayed right on Market. I was on I stayed between like it's like a Market Street between like 10th and 13th. I didn't go past out of that little area, Market Street. It was right down by Market Street, by the hotels, man. I didn't go far. I didn't walk far. What's happening, man?
Yo.
What's up, bro, man? You 10th to 13th Street, man. Come on, man. You gotta go down a little further down Old City. That's where you see the Jones at.
I should have seen some Jones. I when I got there, it was 3:00. Everybody was out. It was kids coming from school, with people coming from work. It was thick down Center City, and I didn't see one bad Jones. I'm talking about not one. But like I said, the Jones wasn't the mid-range. Like, y'all mid-range game is wicked. Like, y'all got some Jones between 5 and like 6.5. Y'all eating right there,
Yeah.
but when it get to
It's that area.
You don't see no.
Yeah, you got to go down to Old City a few more blocks down. You would have been in Old City. You would have seen. Trust me,
Listen,
dog. You would
man.
have
If
seen
you
it
come to
all.
DC, you can go to the supermarket and you gonna see some Jones you gonna want to marry, man. Listen, man. You ain't gotta do all
Word.
that, man. You shouldn't have to do all of that. You can just go to
Listen, it was only. That's only a few. There's only a few blocks. A few blocks down, a few blocks. Walk down like 4 or 5 more
You don't have
blocks.
to do that. You should just be. Listen, where I was at, it was hotels. It was China. I walked through
Yeah,
Chinatown.
I know that. Yeah, the Marriott. You got City Hall. All of that right there.
It wasn't not. I didn't see. And listen, I'm looking like, because like I'm in Philly, so I'm like, yo, okay, I be dogging out Philly all the time. Let me see what's really good. And nah, but they don't. They didn't. I didn't. I guess because I wasn't in the hood, I didn't see the joints that we be seeing on the news stories. I ain't see them joints though.
Yeah, you were more towards, like I said, the center of the city.
Yeah.
You're not going to see. Yeah, you're not going
And
to see a certain demographic. You had to come down there on like a Saturday or Sunday.
I'm not discriminating race. I'm talking about
Word.
white, black, Puerto Rican, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
I
saying
know.
that just the sisters be looking rough there. I'm talking about if it's a female and it drank a glass of water in Philly,
Yeah.
that joke fucked up for life.
Yeah. I'm telling you where you gotta go, because those the high rent districts. If you go down a little further, I'm telling you, that's where they at. That's where all of the
Shouldn't have
gyms
to
are
do
at.
that, man. Listen,
The
you
social
shouldn't have to
spots.
do that. You shouldn't have to do that, man. You should just be able to just be in a city and leave your hotel room and walk to get something to eat and at least see one bad Joan, man.
Where you was at?
Go to a
You
certain
was at?
area. None of that shit.
He was around Renton Terminal.
Oh, okay. I was around Center Street, right around the museum and area. So that's why I
Okay, that's
stay
like
at
the
most.
Centermont area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red Terminal, they had a lot of nice food places in there. And
Yeah, man.
That joint was thick. And listen, I will say this. The young girls and the young dudes there, they dress just like anybody else. They look just like anybody else in any other city. Like the young people, they didn't look dirty. They didn't look busted. They looked like regular kids I see in any city I go to. So I will say that they was hip. The young people were pretty hip. I'll be right back. Hold it down for me for a second. I gotta go do something right quick. I'll be right back, and then we gonna
All
get
right,
to
go ahead. We got you. What's up,
That's
fellas?
true. On my, so that's crazy. So so wait, the Marriott, he's right by by Chinatown, right? I think.
Say that again.
Is it by Chinatown? That little small Chinatown or no?
Not too far. That's like Chinatown. Yeah, it's on the opposite side. So you figure you
Yeah.
go from like, you can go down to like I would say like 11th Street, a little further down, Arch and Vine and all that old good stuff. That's where you got Chinatown
Okay.
at. But like when
Yeah. He.
go ahead.
I'm listening. No, I'm listening.
But yeah, if he would have went down to like a little further down to Old City, that's where he would have saw the Johns at, because that's where a lot of the high end restaurants, the nightclubs, the good restaurants, the gyms, you got
That's by the
Pensland
bridge.
and all of that down there.
That's by the bridge and stuff, right?
Yeah.
By Benjamin Franklin, all that by there.
Yup.
Yeah, he didn't go further down. That's okay. I don't know
Yeah,
but that
that's what
is
I was
okay.
telling him. Yeah, that's what I was telling them. That's where they be at, man. Especially, man, you go to like if you go to like Second and Front Street, where they got like Blue Martini and Plowing the Stars and all of that. Like the high end, the mid to high end restaurants and nightclubs. Trust me, they be out there looking.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I went to a Caribbean spot over there. It was nice. My little younger days.
Where'd you go? Was it on
Kept,
was it like right off of South Street?
it was right off of Christopher Street, right around there. I can't
Oh,
remember. I
hold
know.
on. Let me think. Was it called Warren Daddy's?
I think so. It was like hella Caribbean, so I fit right in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably Warm Daddies. I used to bartend there. Yeah.
Man, my Haitian people are embarrassing myself, man. I don't know those Haitian, man. Those are new breed, cutting ducks and shit. I was embarrassed when I heard that
Yeah,
shit.
dog. And I got a lot of Haitian friends, and I ain't never seen them. And I'm talking about like,
Yeah, and
they
Philly,
they
there's a lot.
they
There's
came
a
off
lot
the
of
boat.
Haitians in Philly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Real good peoples, man. I'm close. I got a female friend, from Port-au-Prince, man, and she's a
Yo,
thorough chick, man.
yeah.
Me and her been friends since junior high. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is
Salute to
embarrassing,
Louis.
man.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I said that
She
shit
was
is
saying that, yeah, she
embarrassing,
was saying,
man. My Haitian people are embarrassing me. God damn, that shit is embarrassing.
Do you believe
I
that they?
hope.
yeah, she was saying the
I
same thing though. She
I
said they
hope
wilding
not.
out now.
I hope not, but I won't. It won't be far fetched.
Wow. Salute to Kimberly Ashcraft. She became a member, man. Kimberly Ashcraft coming through heavy lately. Shout out to Kimberly, man. Salute to CA. He said, son man named Shogun used my phone in North Hollywood, threatened some dude on the phone and asked me to drive him to a barbershop. I don't know. Hey, listen, man. That's crazy, man. If you would have drove that dude somewhere, man, you might have been accessory to a murder. You might have been got shot up. You listen, man. Where there's more than half, get the fuck out of there. Fuck three. Where there's more than half a sudden, man, leave, man. This Tyreek,
Well, see,
what?
hey, real quick. See, he said the same thing. If you would have went down further, if you went further down the old city, you would have seen what you needed to see.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me just say this to you one more time. If I took you to Prince George's County, right?
You can't compare. You can't compare DC. DC got some beautiful women. We know that. When I used to go out there in my college year.
Listen. I could take you to the McDonald's, right? And from the girls behind the counter, from the bitches working there, you gonna see a bad jump.
Yo, my man saying you gotta go to Fogo de Chao, do 2 backflips, run a 4-3 eastbound, and then motherfucking carjack a car to see a bad John in the fucking Philly, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, next time you come down,
they
get
put
with me. And I'm telling you,
on that shit. They said, "Hey man,
I
need
was
you to
only
do all
staying for
type
one
of shit."
night.
No, that's cool.
When I
would
come
listen.
down there for some time, I'm a definitely do a meet and greet when I come to a city for some time. But we went to the Camden aquarium.
To the aquarium, yeah. Right across the bridge.
How close Camden is, man. Camden is like right there,
right
man.
across the bridge. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, man. I was like,
and look, and it's some nice spots in Camden too on the waterfront. It's some nice spots.
It was a whole different vibe.
Word.
It was like literally like two different worlds, man. It was no fucking like connection from one city to the next.
I used to rent a loft over there on the waterfront. It's nice over there, right there on the waterfront in Camden. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, what's the demographics out there?
It's a sunny area. Camden is very sunny. I'm from Jersey, so I know it's very sunny. But like he said, the waterfront is nice, and they got Cooper's Hospital and Rutgers, so that's why they keep that area nice. And the aquarium.
Oh, okay. Rutgers and Camden.
Yeah, Rutgers in upstate. But
if you want to do medical, you go there. If you want to go to the one in Newark, you go to law school. If you want to do the all around like bio, you go to the one in New Brunswick.
Now there's
okay.
now the one when they play like the team, like the one that like when Rutgers
That's New
basketball team,
Brunswick.
that one.
That's
That's New
Brunswick, yeah.
Brunswick. That's all
Yeah,
Brunswick.
I
I
thought that
think
was northern. I thought that was like up there by Piscataway or somewhere like that.
Piscataway's next door to New Brunswick. That's why.
Okay. I got you. Let me play this, man. This is this morning. This was them talking about Tyreek Hill this morning. This shit crazy, man.
Outside Hard Rock Stadium for a driving violation, but was released from custody before Miami's game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hill said he was pulled over for allegedly speeding roughly 3 hours before the game kicked off. He was ultimately placed in handcuffs after a verbal altercation occurred and was cited for reckless driving. Tyreek scored a touchdown pass on an 80-yard pass play from Tua in the third quarter and appeared to reenact his detainment to celebrate his touchdown. Fellow wide receiver Jalen Waddle walked behind as Hill held his arms behind his back like he was in handcuffs. Hill finished the Dolphins' 2017 victory with 130 yards receiving on 7 receptions. Tyreek wants to turn this into a positive.
Right now, I'm still trying to put it all together. So I'm not going to give you a version that I still don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know, because
They so dramatic, ain't they, man? Ain't some been so dramatic. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? What the fuck you mean, nigga? Like, what does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
I want to know what he was doing to even get pulled over, for real.
Oh, they released the body worn camera.
Yeah, we gonna get the body cam. I just want to hit you to hear
Okay.
these turds on fucking First Take, the way they talk. Like these people are evil.
it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper, had all that, you know, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, you know, everybody has bad apples in every situation.
I'm driving to the game. The lane I'm in is blocked off. I see Tyreek, in handcuffs. I see him, feel like it was excessive force. So then I get out the car, kind of just trying to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, but son, man, that's not how it works. You don't get to just walk up to cops that arrested somebody and just be like, "Hey, I'm here. Who the fuck are you? I'm me. So I'm here to just fucking tell you how to do your job." Like,
I'm Mickey. I'm his attorney at law. You know what I'm saying?
Where the fuck do niggas get this idea that you just walk up on arrest and just interfere with it, and that's normal?
They learn that shit from social media, bro.
Niggas are crazy. Everything is crazy. We're so crazy that the world can't keep up with us. Like, everything that's been said in here is absolutely positively bonkers, but because black people are saying it, it's like almost seen as like normal. We normalize crazy.
And I think the officer, I don't know why he felt the need to put me in handcuffs, but, it is what it is.
I'm just glad that my teammates were there to, like, support me in that situation because I felt alone, and when they showed up, it made me realize that we got a good team this year, dog.
Yeah, if he didn't know his team had his back, he surely does now. Jeff Darlington joining us. Jeff, good morning. Thank you for being with us. You were there, obviously, in Miami as this all was occurring. What more can you tell us about what happened?
Well, I can tell you I asked Tyreek Hill, actually, after the game, Molly, about why he believes that he was pulled over. He said speeding, reckless driving, or whatever. He really didn't, at that point, understand exactly why he was pulled over. And that's certainly...
Crook County, at this point, would he have not known why he's pulled over? Is it a possibility?
Fuck no. He know exactly why he was pulled over. He know exactly why he was pulled out the car. He know exactly why everything happened, and he's lucky that those cops, the sergeant and stuff, came on scene and probably recognized who he was or whatever it was and let his ass just get tickets. Because he could have came in It's people in like Florida don't play, bro. I got fat ass tickets in Florida. Them bastards then almost took me in for speeding, all type of shit. Florida don't play, man.
I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, he looked like every nigga in a rapper's entourage. Like he's only like about 5'10" too, right?
No, he's like 5'9", 5'8".
Yeah. This is 5'9". He don't look like nothing. He look like any nigga in Florida. Like,
bro, he was pulled over by fucking Britos. Like,
yeah,
they didn't know who the fuck he was. They didn't care.
it don't matter who you are.
They don't know who you are. It don't
he
matter who you are at all.
Yeah.
Like, bro, but I'll break down once you get to like the video. I'll break it down a little better than whatever.
All
But
right.
go ahead, yeah.
I just can't show this because it's ESPN and they gonna like shut down the live.
No, I get it.
Big answer that we still need to get from the
They
Miami-Dade
watch
Police
football,
Department.
not foot.
Reach out to them this morning. They said because it's now an internal investigation, which, by the way, one of the police officers has been placed on administrative duty.
Now, what does that mean? Because people are using that as proof that the cops did something wrong.
Nah, that's just some CYA shit. Cover your ass for the department, which is some weak ass shit. If they actually put him on administrative duty, because he ain't do nothing wrong. But it's just some CYA shit. It's basically just saying like, for 30 days, we're going to investigate it and do an internal investigation to see if you did any excessive force or misconduct. But for these 30 days, you're on desk duty. And you can't work no overtime, so it's bullshit.
Can't comment on it at this point, but we do need to find that out. Why, in fact, was he pulled over? I also asked Tyreek Hill why he was placed in handcuffs. He said he didn't know. He felt like he was respectful. He didn't cuss. He said he put his hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah, but not cussing does not mean you're being respectful. And putting your hands on this part right here is crazy.
Point, understand exactly why he was pulled over, and that certainly is the big answer that we still need to get from the Miami-Dade Police Department. And I did reach out to them this morning. They said because it's now an internal investigation, which, by the way, one of the police officers has been placed on administrative duty, they can't comment on it at this point. But we do need to find that out. Why, in fact, was he pulled over? I also asked Tyreek Hill why he was placed in handcuffs. He said he didn't know. He felt like he was respectful. He didn't cuss. He said he put his hands on the steering wheel like he has been taught to do since he was a young man, and believes that he handled everything appropriately. Now, there was video showing a police officer tapping on the window to try to get him to lower the window. He did not lower the window. Certainly that does not justify having a man outside of his place of employment in handcuffs on his stomach. That is certainly the question we need answered at this hour, Molly, is why Miami-Dade police officers had him on the ground, placed in handcuffs at that moment. Yep.
So here's the thing. If they had him placed on handcuffs, that lets you know that something happened. He did something, because that's not normal.
And these people are very, very bad people, man, and very evil people. Because it's just like, you hear them demanding information, demanding this, demanding that, but we had how many fucking Pop Warner, or not even Pop Warner, but players that was about to be in the NFL. Didn't Utah how they star running back get fucking killed, and we still ain't got an arrest for that?
Yep.
But it's just like, we're demanding this, we're demanding that, and we need to know this, and this is bad people, man. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, this is unacceptable what they're about to say. What Stephen A is about to say is unacceptable.
Did Tyreek, first of all, thanks for being on the show. Did Tyreek say what the officers specifically said to him, what the verbal exchange between them were like? And if so, what exactly did he tell you?
He didn't, and by the way, it was expressed to me in the early hours of this as a verbal altercation. I can tell you, though, that None of the video that we have seen has suggested that it was Tyreek Hill on that side of the altercation. It does not necessarily. Tyreek Hill himself said that he was respectful. Again, hopefully there is body cam footage. And hopefully Miami-Dade can give us answers there. But at this point, we don't know exactly what the altercation was. If we're to believe Tyreek Hill, he was respectful. And we need to wait out those facts. But certainly at this hour, we don't know.
Jeff, I think the problem that I have, let's just say for the sake of argument, Tyreek Hill was speeding. That's a ticket, and keep it moving. For it to get to the point where it escalated to the man is face down and he has a knee in his back and he's handcuffed, that's the part that's befuddling to me. That's how.
Nigga, you weren't there. Who gives? How can you just tell how can you say, well, it should have just been a chicken and over with? Nigga, you weren't there. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
This is the whole shit. It'd be like, don't nobody question a doctor. Don't nobody question a motherfucking lawyer. Don't nobody question
a cashier.
Don't nobody question a cashier.
A waiter.
These motherfuckers know everything about policing, but don't know nothing about policing.
Nothing.
Like, that shit sound crazy as hell. That whole thing, like, a traffic stop for an expired tag shouldn't be a death certificate. That motherfucker grabbed a gun after not cooperating for that fucking that traffic stop. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not just the traffic stop. It's all the other elements a part of this traffic stop that got this nigga killed. You get what I'm saying? That shit with Tyreek Hill.
We don't know. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
but here's my thing though. Shannon Sharpe feels like he has the authority to determine how long and how the police should have handled the traffic stop.
That's what I'm saying. That's like me.
Nothing about it.
That's like me walking in there and going to Shannon Sharpe and telling this motherfucker how to play tight end. Like, motherfucker, I don't know how to play tight end. I don't know how to read where I should go in the fucking zone. You know this shit. You did this shit. You were a professional. It's just crazy to me that no matter what, the nigga that just got arrested for choking his pregnant fucking girlfriend that had 12 kids in a year and then married a bitch that got her pregnant, this the motherfucker that we supposed to believe.
Right. He married a different girl than he got 12 baby mamas and he married a different woman. Not one of them. This nigga crazy, man. Salute to Osa the Hill. He says, "Sup, Ak and Nation. This are some people waking up at all, or is it still business as usual? Business as usual. Let's see, man. This shit is crazy, man.
How did it escalate to that? I understand. I've driven to the game 1,000 times, Steven. I know you've come, and I probably get there a lot earlier than you, and I understand that a lot of times they have the traffic, they want to control the traffic, and so they might have certain areas blocked off, but if it's 3 hours before the game, 3 now, and if that's what's being reported.
Shannon, none of these scenarios, these parameters you put on, and if it's 3 hours before the game, and then this in the sun, it's a sunny day, and traffic is like, what the fuck does that have to do with him being pulled over?
Y'all remember him saying you get to the game 3 hours before in a day, and then once the body cam pull up, make sure y'all look at the time. They played at noon, so make sure you look at the time.
They can say yes or no, but normally the players are required to get to the game at least 3 hours before the game. So if the game 2 hours before the game, so if the game is at 1 o'clock, which is in Miami, the East Coast, the games normally start about 1:05. So you're required to be there by at least 11:05.
What is this nigga talking about?
He talking about a whole bunch of shit that he done did 1 billion times and ain't never got pulled out no car and got face down because he ain't been no fucking idiot, because he was raised by a motherfucking Southern woman that would have slapped the shit out of him if he got pulled out and got in handcuffs and embarrassed his family.
And this notion about time and what time it was, Motherfucker, he just did a story where a nigga got pulled over at 5 a.m. and crashed the car. FBG butter, whatever the fuck. Like, what are you talking about? What time it is? That has nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with anything.
To the man is face down.
This guy's fucking crazy.
They love
man.
saying his face down shit. All right, how long was he face down, bro?
I don't know. I didn't see it yet. I didn't look at it. I'm trying to get to the show.
All right, keep
3 hours before the game, so that means he's got there about 3 hours. So about 10 a.m., the traffic, the foot traffic is not what it normally would be as you get closer and closer to game time. That's why they're asking you to get there 2 hours, because the traffic.
You see his YouTube plaque in the back. He's stunting right there. He got his 2 YouTube plaques. You motherfucking you off that Cat Williams video, you bitch.
Yeah, he getting to it.
You could potentially be late. But for me to see it escalate to the point where Tyreek Hill, I'm trying to figure what level of force, what did he say? What did he do that would make you rise to that level of force that you would take the man out of his car, put him face down in the road, put your knee in his back, and handcuff him? That's what I need. That's what we need to know. And hopefully, like you said, Jeff, there's body cam, because once the engagement were to take place, the button should have been pushed, and so we should have body cam footage of exactly what transpired. If he's speeding, Tyreek is wrong in that situation, knowing that there's going to be pedestrians. That's a heavy traffic area, even though it probably wasn't at that time. Speeding is speeding. Give the man a ticket. You know who he is.
See, that's that arrogance, man. That's that arrogance and that delusion with some people. Like, it's many. You are older than me, bro. If you were the cop and you in Philadelphia and you pull over YBC Duel when he alive, do you have any fucking idea who that is? Even if people run it up to you and be like, man, that's YBC Duel, you gonna be like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know
man,
who that is.
If I pulled over Devontae Adams, man,
I wouldn't know who the fuck that is.
Or fucking, if I pulled over fucking some nigga on the fucking Covington or some nigga, I don't know who played for if some guard off the Philadelphia
and that's the problem. They all wear helmets, so you don't know who they
It ain't
are.
about all wearing helmets.
It don't matter.
It's about these motherfuckers don't watch that shit or don't listen to that shit.
Know who
that's
you is.
That's true. Not everybody watches sports. Yeah, this is true.
But that's the delusion. That's the delusion with some people, bro. It's a delusion. It's like it's that motherfucker. The cop that pulled him over barely spoke fucking English. That motherfucker went and knew who Beyonce was, bro.
But here's the thing. Check this out. Soccer, right?
No, they might know Beyonce.
No, wait till you listen to this cop. Wait till you hear to see this video. Wait till you see this video.
Think about how big soccer is, right? How big soccer is in the world. There's players that are superstars.
Right. I wouldn't know who Neymar.
Not even them. I'm talking about there's new superstars in soccer.
Mbappe,
I'm not talking about Messi. I'm talking about the new generation. I don't know who any of them dudes was if I walked past them in the street. And these dudes got
billions of followers. Yeah,
followers on Instagram. These dudes done won this cup, this trophy, that trophy and shit.
I don't know who these people are, man. What's that dude? That dude. What's that Mexican dude that Trump just got endorsed by? Right? They say he the most famous fucking Spanish fucking musician in the world.
Oh, Anuel, yeah.
I never heard of this nigga until all the black conservatives and shit was like, this is a big endorsement. I don't know who the fuck that is. I would have never noticed who that nigga could have. He could have been on my motherfucking deck. I wouldn't have knew who that was.
And he got he's huge, man. It's crazy, man. This is all
delusion.
But listen to what he said. So far, Shannon hasn't said one thing that makes any sense or is pertinent or give a reasonable person, you know what I'm saying, any insight or content. He said the dumbest shit ever, and it's taken as serious.
And he has a knee in his back. Are you under the assumption that he's someone else? Did he have something? Did he have a warrant or something that would to make it rise to that level? That's what's so befuddling to me.
So I don't make this comparison lightly. I know that people joked about it yesterday that I was the one to witness Scotty Scheffler's arrest. After seeing that situation unfold, it is very difficult for me to simply just give the benefit of the doubt to say that whatever happened before that merited him being in handcuffs. Face down on the ground in handcuffs, it does need to be justified. And again, we need to hear that answer from.
And you a good white man. You a real good white man.
Hey,
You
so
one of the good ones, man.
yeah, so if it happened to Scotty Scheffler, it's not racism, right?
Yeah. This white man, he demanding answers, man. For
I wish we could send FBG Butter to that motherfucking driveway and motherfucking put a gun in his goddamn face.
Yeah, he'd be like, where are the police?
The Miami-Dade Police Department. We understand that this is an internal investigation, and they say that it's going to be an immediate investigation. But that is a very important question that needs to be answered at this hour.
Jeff, thank you so much for the context, and you'll continue to keep us up to speed as details unfold. Stephen A., I want to bring you in here.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Steve.
Right.
Stephen A., where are you on this right now?
Well,
you're a good white man. Steven said, thank you, Jeff, for being a good white man.
Yeah, he love him, boy. That's the white man he can relate to.
And I was tweeting about it yesterday in real time when it was happening, because we're watching it on national television, Shay, and I was just incredibly disgusted because I'm like, wait a minute. He's going to the game. You get him out of his car. Why would you feel the need to have him face down on the ground, even if he?
Cause they did, motherfucker. The fuck you? Cause they did.
Man, watch the video in this whole face down on the ground shit.
We would sit here today saying we don't know what happened, and that's fine. But the problem was you had him face down on the ground. You put him in handcuffs, and then if you watch the video, when he's standing up, cuffed with his hands behind his back in handcuffs, a second officer comes by and forcibly sits him down. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And that's where the problem lies. See, when
what do you think about that part?
They took him down for a reason. That's my opinion. He had to do something for them to take him down. You know, possible, as they say, resisting arrest.
Hey, all right. Once y'all watch the video, y'all gonna be.
I'm just saying that. You know, I'm just saying that's probably
once y'all watch the video,
what led up to it.
I saw the video.
Yeah, once y'all watch the video, y'all gonna kind of see exactly what was going on. The whole forcibly taking him down to the ground, they did do that kind of fast. But at this point, the cop that came on scene afterwards, he kind of already knew it was an uncooperative individual, and it was just like, hey, sit down. And he was still talking. It was just like, hey, sit down. And he still didn't sit down. He kind of just pulled him down, whatever. He was talking about I had surgery on my knee, but then 30 minutes later ran an 80-yard fucking touchdown.
You out there, come on, man.
In like fucking 3 seconds and shit. But yeah, whatever. I would have kind of still, I'm a Sun man, so I'm relatable to some people because I'm capable. So I would have kind of talked to him a little bit more, and I would have got on to calm down. But you know, they watch the video, you will understand everything that went.
So
yeah, we're gonna get into that, man. This is just the height of negroticity, man. These Negroes are insane, man. Let me just
delusional.
These niggas are literally in fucking sick.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And that's where the problem lies. See, when you bring up the Scotty Scheffler situation, understand we saw him taken away in handcuffs. Jeff did a great job. He had it, or the officer spoke to him. He was on video saying he's getting arrested. He's good. He's going to jail, etc., etc. But that was it. They took Scotty Scheffler away in handcuffs. We didn't see him face down. We didn't see a knee in his back.
The black man struggle. Look, the black man shit was worse than the white man. Hey, that shit wasn't that bad because he got arrested and taken to the station and whatever. This nigga was on the ground for a half a second and got up and still got released with tickets and shook the officer's hand at the end. But the black man shit was a bigger struggle. The white dude literally got arrested for real. This nigga got detained.
Think about this stuff. Think about this. There are 18,000 police departments in this country. And he literally just said, this one happened here. And he's taken 2 encounters in different times, different places, different reasons, different jurisdictions, different cops, and saying, well, this happened in this one and this didn't happen. And he's making them equals.
Do you understand the difference between detained and arrested?
Yeah, but think about this, right? Think about a play, right? Let's just take it in football terms what he's doing, right? A running play. One goes for 80 yards. Boom. Another one, another running play. I ain't even telling you what play it was, a sweep, a dive, just a running play. The guy gets 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And me saying, well, how come he didn't go for 80 yards? And it's like, well, motherfucker, every play is different, motherfucker.
Hey, every play is different, but these motherfuckers don't understand that one individual actually got arrested. The white guy, meaning like he went to the station. They had to do paperwork. He got booked. He got printed. He got photoed. It was hours and hours of fucking a situation to a motherfucker that got in handcuffs for 20 minutes, got sat down, was talked to, had let his family come talk to him and all this other shit, and then got released and played a fucking football game and ran for 80 fucking yard touchdown.
And then mocked the situation with a celebration.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But they're saying that his situation is worse than a nigga that the white boy that actually got arrested. That like his whole day was taken away from him.
Yeah.
And he was late as hell to the T. Because Scotty Scheffler was actually on time to his fucking T. He was there like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning for a fucking 11 o'clock tee off.
Unbelievable.
With hands behind his back and handcuffs and then forcibly be sat down again. And so when you think about it from that perspective, that's what annoys me. Now, to the police officers out there, I am not somebody that says police brutality. I say brutality on a part of some police officers because you got white police officers, you got black police officers, you got Latino police officers, etc. And I don't like to castigate everybody with a broad brush because I don't like that being done to us. But having said that, you got bad apples in every profession. You got rogue individuals in every profession. And when I saw this, I'm like, that officer right there, particularly the officer, I didn't see what they all did when he was laying face down on the.
So you basically just called that officer a rogue officer, and you know nothing about him, and you said you didn't see it.
Well, you just saw officers surrounding him and putting him in cuffs. But when he was stood up thereafter, with his hands cuffed behind his back, and a second officer came and forcibly sat him down. This is what we're talking about when we talk about the ease with which dehumanization kicks in. When
dehumanization.
I wish these people would have waited for this video because they sound so goddamn crazy, man. If you watch this video, brother,
let me play the video, man.
Because the
officer, I tried, man. These motherfuckers are irritating. Shout out to Adolf Diversity, man.
Yeah, just play the video because the officer that forcefully put him down ended up being Tyreek. He was the whole fucking reason that Tyreek was like calm and easy and was the main motherfucker talking to him. But go ahead.
These motherfuckers are annoying. When I say annoying, there ain't no motherfucking.
They need if they want these shows to survive, bro, They need a different point of view, man. This shit is crazy.
Is this it? This is
Yeah, this the video. So what I'm gonna do is play it from the beginning, and I break this part down for y'all. All right, pause.
Man, these guys need to hit the gym.
Pause. All right. What do you see them doing right now?
Chilling.
No. Did you not see them start moving and start doing shit, grabbing shit?
Yeah.
They're in preparation.
It look like they ready to roll out.
They're ready to roll out, right?
Yeah.
All right, keep going. Pause it again. That's Tyreek car that just pulled up, like just crossed their path. They were already preparing before he came. So you know what that means, right? In Florida, I lived in Florida for many years, right? So in Florida, on these like parkways / interstates, they have
it's a work zone. You can't
it's a work zone.
A work zone.
Yeah, but it's monitored by helicopters and fucking like airplanes and shit. So they do speed traps from the air, and from the air they communicate it to the ground units, and they give the description of the vehicle and the plate, and they say this car was driving erratically. Stop that car.
Yeah, but they didn't need all that because he's speeding right past them.
Yeah, but not too fast. But yes, but they were already preparing, so that shows you that they already knew what car to target.
That's not speeding, dude. You don't think he was speeding? He's flying.
Yeah, no, he going fast, but I'm just talking about the whole preparation before it was even happening.
How's there speeding? How fast am I going? Go forward.
You know what? There's a black man in a nice car.
He already said, "How fast am I going?" What do you mean? How fast I'm going?
Yeah, we got him here. 6 o'clock. Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Don't knock on my window.
Wow. Don't knock on my window like that, man. Off the break, he fucking staticky, man.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Don't knock on Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window like that, though. Like what? Don't knock on my window like that. Why you have it up? Don't knock on my window like that. Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to you. Just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do. Keep it down. Hey. Keep your window down. Hey.
Why do y'all want his window down?
Yeah.
Did he give him his ID?
Yeah, he gave it to him, but then he rolled his window up immediately. But he got tinted windows, bro. We can't see. We can't see anything. You black as hell. Only thing we can see is that white beater. Like that's the only thing that they can see. If you see on the camera, that's what they can see.
Yeah.
And like when they put him over, you did you hear him?
It make you a little uneasy.
Huh?
I said it would make me a little uneasy. You don't know what that man doing in the car.
And you know the two most dangerous things that we do every day are traffic stops and domestics. You know what I'm saying? So like in these cars, especially in a place like Miami, right? In a place anywhere else, you see a motherfucker in this car, you kind of already kind of expect them to be a little wealthy, blah, 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 blah. But in Miami, there's a lot of rental, there's a lot of fucking flexing. So like you can't assume that just because he in this car, he's a rich guy with shit to lose. But it don't even matter if they got something to lose. It's a sun man, bro. Antennas are up.
Yep.
Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Get out of the car.
So that answers your question, Stephen A. and Shannon. He out of the car because he wouldn't follow directions, and they can't see him. They can't see him, so they can't monitor his movements for their safety. They can't monitor what he's doing for their safety, so they have to be safe too.
Exactly.
They're human beings too, Stephen A.
It's the whatever happens to the Black and Brown coalition, right? Ain't this a Black and Brown coalition?
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 Damn. What part of
I mean, you could have just got out, nigga. Shit.
Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? You understand? Not what you want, but when we tell you. You're a little fucking confused. I'm getting out, bro. Too late. Too late. All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro.
So they didn't talk to him nice. They gotta treat him like a snowflake, a little delicate flower. So I know niggas is mad about that part.
Do what you gotta do. We are. We will. Good, bro. It is good. Hey, don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying, bro. You know my woman like she's crazy. You know my woman like y'all crazy, bro. You know my woman like he's crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Hey. Hey, hold on, pull to the side, yo, Hey. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery in your ears. Chill, bro. Hey, don't do, bro. Hey, come out. I'll do. Back up right now. Back up right now.
This nigga just shows up, some big 6'8", 350-pound nigga just shows up and starts approaching fucking the rest scene.
No, get back. I'm telling you, go back.
He's not really though. If the cops, remember, cops are armed. If they're saying get back, he should be moonwalking. He literally like standing right there, taking like half a step back and standing there. Like, nigga, you should be moonwalking down the fucking street. You should be at the fucking corner as much as y'all act like y'all scared of fucking cops.
Right. Imagine if Young Slime said move back with a gun.
Oh shit. Yeah, that would have
been running out that bitch. He would have ran a 4.3. He would have been Tyreek Hill.
I just turned you in your ears. Chill, bro. Hey, don't do, bro. Hey, come on. I'll do. Back up right now. Back up right now. Get back. I'm telling you, go back. I don't have to talk to you. Go back. Go back. Wait, pass that card. Giving you a lawful command, you need to step down. You want to be in handcuffs too? All right, then back up. We're not playing this game.
Damn, nigga, back up.
Here, man. Well, I just want to know what happened. It's not your business.
Why? It's not your fucking business what happened. Salute to Osa the Hill. He says, sometimes I go regular places like the grocery store and start a John counter. Facts. Salute to David DeHart. He says, YouTube throttling this channel, but I started getting notifications. Yeah, man. Salute, man. It is what it is, man. Keep hitting the like button. Keep supporting the channel. Keep taking the $5 challenge, man. it don't matter, man. If they throttle this channel, man, it is what it is, man. We just gonna keep it pushing, man.
It's not your business. Keep going back. Hey, get back in your car before you get a ticket. Get back in your car and leave. You gotta go before you get a ticket.
I'm not driving.
Who's the driver?
This is my car.
All right, move. You gotta move right now. Let me have your license. You get a ticket.
Why these niggas can't just listen, man? They act like he being abducted by aliens, man. He's in police custody. He the same. Ain't y'all niggas from the hood? Don't y'all know niggas been arrested 50 times and shit? Don't y'all know a bunch of niggas get arrested every weekend? Why y'all acting like he in police custody, he in danger and shit?
Hey, see, that's where you unconnected on this shit. Like these football players and basketball players and the NBA players not really from the hood anymore. They all from like the suburbs and great families and shit.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers ain't the motherfucking 90s.
You can't tell me Tyreek Hill from a great family. I don't believe it.
I'm not talking about Tyreek Hill, but I'm talking about his teammates. Tyreek Hill ain't shit. He's a terrible person. But I guarantee you this teammate right here, he probably spent 14 years in Catholic school and went to a motherfucking good ass school and was on the honor society.
Let me have your license. You get a ticket. Let me have your license. I'm leaving. I'm not playing. Let me have your license. Your license right now. Your license right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
ID.
You're not gonna give me your license?
I'm leaving.
Let me have your license. Your license right now. Hey, your license right now. Or I'm gonna lock you up. Your license right now. Your license right now. You're dealing with me now. Your license right now. We're not playing this game here, man.
Was he driving?
Yeah, he was a driver.
All right, go get your license.
Get my bag.
Okay.
Close that door.
Yo, look at that shit. That nigga just pull out a jammy and turn around and blam.
That's funny as hell because my wife said the same thing when we was just watching this video. She would have been like, I ain't letting that nigga reach in that car.
Fuck no.
So let me ask a question. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I know how shit go down, but
hold on, you break.
Weren't they able to tell exactly who these guys were? Can you hear me now?
I hold on, I can't hear you. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are these officers? Are you able to tell? Because I know it happens in Philadelphia, and they know what to expect automatically when they pull me over because all my stuff is registered to the tags. But can't they usually tell who these guys are when they pull up before they pull them over?
So you have to kind of assume that every plate that you run, so every plate doesn't come back. They're not registered, and then the license come back and everything like that. So the car could be registered to them, but these are NFL players. So a lot of these NFL players have to portray like a lifestyle. So this car is probably leased. So this car is probably coming back to like the dealership. But even if it is come back to their name, like it is not, we can't assume that just because it come back to Ock Nation TV that Ock Nation TV is driving. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They could be leased. They could be leased.
Because I know when they usually pull, like when I'm usually pulled over, they, it comes up on my tags,
right?
That I do
sometimes
have a permit to carry, things of that nature, and my vehicle is leased.
Yeah. But sometimes that's how it is. You connected to it, but a lot of times it's not. Like I say, in Illinois, the ones that come back with a license and everything like that, it's probably like 30% of cars that I run where it actually comes back with a license, a fucking concealed carry, and a Ford, and all that other shit connected. In other states, it's more likely because they kind of prioritize it, but in Illinois, we don't prioritize that type of shit.
Okay.
Salute to LRLRS. Big Larry in the building.
Damn, this phone's a lot of college.
Hey, I'm gonna get, hey, hey, why is he acting up like that? You know who that is, right? Huh? You know who that is? No. It's one of the Dolphins star players. Oh, yeah? Hey, it's right where the start. I'm going to 24, right?
Nigga, it's September.
Hey, Khalid. Hey, I'm not going to tell you to leave. I'm going to give you one more time. You don't leave, I'm going to take you. Listen to me.
Get in your car and leave.
Listen,
avoid this. Get in your car and leave.
I'm giving you an order. One more time.
Get in your car and leave.
One more time. I'm giving you an order to get out of here. Hey, put me down, right? I told you, leave. Nope, too late. You didn't want to listen. Nope.
Oh, he did that. He did that on purpose.
Yep.
Move the car,
He
sir,
wanted to
please.
be a freedom fighter too.
The car has to hang out.
Yep. You see how easily he gave his wrist.
Hey, what's the reference? Huh? What's the reference? Yeah, careless because he was speeding too fast.
So how come they hold? How come nobody holding him but you holding him? You see that? Look, turn around, look. Hey, baby, grabbing my shoulder too hard. Hey, don't, hey. This is our I'm gonna say it like this, bro. And look, your job is to serve and protect, right? You're doing a horrible job of protecting right now, bro. I told you I'm not gonna run no
Yeah, and that server protect shit is annoying because if we were robbing his fucking house right now and he called the police, he wouldn't be wanting them to protect us and serve us. He would want them to fucking arrest us.
I've been saying this since I got on. I say, man, they need to change that shit and take that shit off cars because that shit should just say enforce the law. That's it. Enforce the law because that's what we there for. We ain't there to serve and protect. We there to enforce the law. And I mean, I guess you could say serve like good Samaritans, but like the main shit is enforcing the fucking law.
No,
Is
but
it
it's
more?
good. It's
Go
good for.
ahead.
It wasn't meant for black people though, because that statement. I get it. It's like, yo, we here to serve and protect. We're part of the community. We're with you. We're one with the community. But when you throw black people in the mix, they ruin everything. So now it's like an antagonistic relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, serve and protect us, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm selling drugs, you supposed to serve and protect me. If I'm beating a woman, you supposed to serve and protect me. If I'm molesting a kid, you got to serve and protect me.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, nigga,
It's
that's
just
not
the whole goes back to the whole system just wasn't made for us. You know what I'm saying? And you know when some people say this shit wasn't the Constitution wasn't written for us, and you're right because it wasn't. It really wasn't. Like none of that shit was meant for you because we are just not. We're. If you look at every country, Haiti, all the fucking countries in Africa, the way that we're governed and the way that we go about well, we don't have democracy. It's a whole you did this shit, cut off with the head. It wasn't made for us at all. Period.
Yeah, you read it in details. It clearly states that too.
I don't.
So let me ask: is it to uphold the law or enforce policy?
Yeah, just G6 out. Hello. Who's 39?
All this shit and be 20 times out is just fluff. Hey,
Donnie, ask him where you use the card. Look, if I sit up, sir, my knees are bent. I got arthritis in my knees.
yeah, all the rest of this shit is basically just fluff, and it's basically just done like so a sergeant come on scene, and the officer explains exactly what happened. He don't lie, he don't shortchange. He say, I pulled him over for reckless driving. I go to the window. He don't roll it down. I knock on the window to let him know that I'm here. He rolls the window down a little bit. Then he rolls the window down, whatever. He says, just give me a ticket, blah, 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 blah. He hands me his license. As he hands me a license, he roll the window down. He roll the window back up. I tell him to roll the window back down. I tap it. And he don't want to roll the window down. I pull him out the car, and then that's where we at. So, he didn't, the officer didn't lie or whatever. And for the person, who was that on the chat that asked, what was that? What was that question about enforcing and all the other stuff?
Hold it down for me.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you: is it to enforce the laws or is it to enforce policy?
All right, so the
I know
branches
it's
of
like
government.
a fine line between the term.
But all right, so
I'm just asking for clarification.
Yeah. All right, so the branches of government, the 3 branches of government, right? Everybody passed the 7th grade Constitution. We had what year was that we took it again? Was it junior year? I don't remember.
Man,
but anyway,
I took it.
I forgot.
I took it in elementary school.
Yeah, we had to take it in high school again. But anyway, so law enforcement, local law enforcement is a part of the executive branch of government.
Mm-hmm.
And the executive branch of government is to enforce the law. That's it. That's all. We're enforcement, judicial. They you know what I'm saying? They govern. What they do, they post a fucking judicial is what the ones that govern it, and then the legislative is the ones that make the law. The executive motherfuckers are enforcement, and that's what law enforcement is the enforcement of the law. That's it.
So, all right, because I know each state has its own constitution.
Yeah, for sure.
They have their own, policies, statutes, and things of that nature.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
For sure.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
just asking.
so with
Go
law
ahead.
enforcement, right? With law enforcement, majority of policy and everything are probably the under the Bill of Rights, right? It's like the first 10 amendments and shit like that. The only ones that like go outside of like the 10 would be like the ones that like civil rights and social justice. Those amendments that was amended like the 14th and all the other shit after that.
Right.
But our job is basically like 1, 2, 4, and like 6 or some shit. I think it is 1, 2, 4, and 6. That's basically like everything with policing in America.
Okay.
Yeah. So like long as you're following those fucking like amendments, like those constitutional Bill of Rights and all that other shit, you're basically okay as a law enforcement officer. Once you violate those ones, especially 4, which is, search and seizure and all the other shit, that's the ones that go with like traffic stops and illegal stops, stop and frisk and all other shit. Those are like the bigger deals in like American policing. But other than that, the freedom of speech and all the other shit, most police officers ain't fucking stopping freedom of speech and all the other shit. Or freedom to assembly and all that. Freedom to the press. All that shit bullshit. The main one is that 4th Amendment. And then 6 is, what is that one? 6 is speedy trial, right?
Right.
Is that
Right to a
6?
speedy trial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So 6 is speedy trial. So that's what they basically preach in the academies across the country. Those main like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you another one. Are you familiar with the law? Because I know it's a big deal in some states. There's something that I call breaking the plane. Have you ever heard that term before?
I have not ever used that one. That exact statement. Explain it a little bit.
So breaking the plane is more so when, say, if you were pulled over and the driver's cooperating and the police officer takes it upon himself to just, pretty much just reach his hand into your vehicle, try to attempt to take your keys or, to open your door, things of that nature. If your door is locked, your windows roll partially up the way or whatever, even though this person is cooperating. Because I know I was reading some case law where, it was quite a few officers that lost on technicality just because of breaking a plane, like reaching into the vehicle without proper cause. So like a lot of these people got off on like technicalities or whatever. I'm not saying it's all states, but I forget what state I was reading. I believe it was, where was it? I think it was California. I know they're real pressy about that of them, so-called breaking a plane.
All right, so it's a Supreme Court case that basically states that an officer can and will be able to ask an individual who's driving a vehicle on a public way to step out due to the officer safety, right? Meaning that the officer may suspect or may feel that the individual may have weapons, right? So the only thing that they can pull you out for is if the officer feel that the individual driving the car, because driving is a privilege, is not, you're not obligated to be able to drive on the public way. So if an officer comes to the stop and you all fidgety, or let's say we pull you over and we see you ducking and shit as we pull you over, we can, by Supreme Court, case law, we can pull you out the car justifiably. And we can explain it in the narrative of our arrest report why we pulled you out the car, or in our stop narrative. But yeah, we can do that. The Supreme Court justice, they granted us that authority. And it's about how the officer feel. It's not, it ain't about what they see or whatever it is. Obviously, in plain view, we can pull you out. But if we feel a certain way, we can pull you out the car legally.
Salute to Charles, man. Charles in the building, man. Ock Nation Hall of Fame. He says, this video is the perfect example of sons having childlike minds. That's why they are held to a lower standard than everyone else. Yeah, great point, man. Great point. So CNN is covering it. So you know they're trying to make this a racial thing with the police because that always helps the Democrats. Because for some reason, anytime a black man has an uncomfortable situation with a cop, it means the Republicans are bad and the Democrats are good. I don't know.
I just saw some shit. I just saw some shit where they was blaming this shit on Trump.
Yeah, you know that.
Hey, but the case law is Pennsylvania versus Mims. They preach this shit in academies across the country.
That's what I read. Yeah. Okay.
News for
Thank you,
tonight
sir.
is that Miami-Dade County Police have just released this dramatic new body cam footage of the NFL star Tyreek Hill as he was pulled from his car and placed in handcuffs yesterday.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Damn! What part of blood are you in this town? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? I'm getting out. You understand? Not what you want.
And just a few moments later, this happened.
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery in your ears when we go there. Chill, bro. Hey, don't do, bro. Back up. Hey, call Drew.
Man, this is good editing.
Call Drew. Hey,
it really is.
I want to get straight to the source tonight with the man in that video, NFL star Tyreek Hill, and also his attorney, Julius Collins, joined me tonight. Thank you both so much for being here. I mean,
Nigga
Tyreek,
with the bow
obviously,
tie, he ain't finna win.
Yeah, the bow tie lawyer is nasty work.
The bow tie lawyer is like fucking like 1 for 10.
But he gonna try to make this some racial shit.
Yeah, he gonna try to make it racial, but it's Florida,
video,
bro.
When you watched it back for the first time, tell me what was going through your mind in those moments.
Man, for real, I was shocked, man. Like it's crazy because it all happened so fast, man. But like for me, man, like it just all happened so fast.
Take a shot every time he says man. Every time he calls her a man, take a shot. You won't make it through the fucking first minute of this video.
You got to a drink? You got a drink?
Nah, I can't do. I couldn't take a shot of water. I get fucking intoxicated with water if you did that too. This motherfucker is a child. He's a child. And listen, that's fine because we all know that. We all knew that about him. But America's getting to see him for the first time.
Going through your mind in those moments.
Man, for real, I was shocked, man. Like it's crazy because it all happened so fast, man. But like for me, man, like it just all happened so fast, and I really couldn't like gather everything that was happening. So it was crazy, And me being a father, me being a husband, and all that, man, I would just put myself in that situation. Like, hey, I got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? That's where I wasn't on that kind of energy. Like I was chilling. Like I was following rules. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't moving fast because, I got injuries. You feel me? I got things that I go through. I play a physical sport. I've been doing this for a moment now, man. So I'm dealing with some stuff. So I guess the officers, they felt like I wasn't doing it on their timing, but I was doing it. But, man, I'm still kind of shell shocked from it, man. Like I'm embarrassed, but.
Well, and when you watch it,
here we are.
can you tell us what happened with the moment with you didn't see it there in the video, but you're in the car. They're yelling at you to roll your window down. What was happening there?
You know what? When the officer came up and knocked on my window, I let my window down, cooperated, gave him my ID, and then I immediately let up my window. And then after that, I let back up my window, and then he came back to the window and was like, "Let your window down now. Let your window down now." And then I let it down. That's when he said, "If you don't let your window down, I'm gonna snatch you out the car." I was like, "Sir, my window is down. Like, what do you want?" I'm not trying to cause a scene because, if I let my window down, like people walking by, driving by, they gonna notice that it's me, and they gonna start taking pictures. And I didn't want to create a scene at all. Like, I just really wanted to get the ticket and then just go on about my way, and then just have a great Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because really, like, I really could have just kept going to the stadium, but I really just pulled to the side, just chilling. Because I was that close to the stadium. Like, I was that close to, like, our entry level I was that close to the players' entry level. And then from that moment, the guy came from the back. He was like, "Hey, get out." He was like, "Hey, I'm about to snap."
He just said I could have just went ahead on to the stadium. Did he really just say that?
Yeah. And he said, "Hey man, 8 times, so everybody got to take 8 shots."
This nigga, he did the cops a favor by pulling over, man.
To, like, our entry level I was that close to the players' entry level. And then from that moment, the guy came from the back. He was like, "Hey, get out." He was like, "Hey, I'm about to snatch you out the car or whatever." You know what I'm saying? And then I immediately let up my window. And then after that, I let back up my window, and then he came back to the window and was like, "Let your window down now. Let your window down now." And then I let it down. That's when he said, "If you don't let your window down, I'm gonna snatch you out the car." I was like, "Sir, my window is down. Like, what do you want?" I'm not trying to cause a scene because, if I let my window down, like people walking by, driving by, they gonna notice that it's me, and they gonna start taking pictures. And I didn't want to create a scene at all. Like, I just really wanted to get the ticket and then just go on about my way, and then just have a great Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because really, like, I really could have just kept going to the stadium, but I really just pulled to the side, just chilling. Because I was that close to the stadium. Like, I was that close to, like, our entry level I was that close to the players' entry level. And then
This
from
is
that moment,
insane.
the guy came from the back. He was like, "Hey, get out."
He's looking at this shit with a straight face, like this shit is normal. What the fuck? I'm already drunk at the bar.
I could have just went ahead on to the stadium, man. I was right there by the entrance, man. I could have just kept going. How do you think that if this went bad, how do you think that would have went, bro?
He was like, "Hey, I'm about to snatch you out the car or whatever." You know what I'm saying? And then it just all unfolded from there. Cause I was gonna get out my car. You know what I'm saying? Cause they told me to get out. Cause I was getting out my car, but the way that my car made is like a dip inside of McLaren 720S.
Yeah. Well,
So
it happens so quickly. I mean, it's like right after they direct you to open the door, it's like seconds later when you open it, and then you're pulled from the car. And I saw that you said if you weren't Tyreek Hill, that you feared this could have ended a lot differently. What do you think could have happened?
Yeah, like, so the crazy part about it is I hate talking like this, man, but because I have a kid fan base. But the reality of it is, it's the truth. If I wasn't Tyreek Hill, worst case scenario, we would have had a different article,
All I thought about was when he said I wasn't Tyreek Hill, and old girl said if you didn't get out the car fast enough, and I had a dip in my car. All I thought about was in New Orleans, man, with old girl, that old lady that didn't get out the car fast enough.
Yeah,
that's all I thought about. Yeah, that's all I thought about. With her arm fucking off, and the motherfucking little kids laughing and joy riding away. That's all I thought about.
This is such a tired ass. He's a terrible person for using this tired ass trope of if I wasn't. No one knows who you are, dude.
Not one officer on that scene. And can y'all kind of relate to what I said earlier, right? The officer that pulled him over would not have known who Beyonce was.
Yo, listen, the officer who pulled him over would only know LeBron because he's 6'9". That officer who pulled him over would not know who fucking Tyrese Maxey or fucking John Wall or
Bruh.
fucking the
Dwight
Anthony.
Howard. Well, no, Dwight Howard was 7 foot. So anybody tall, he probably would have been like, man, what the fuck? This motherfucker is tall as hell. But anybody that's regular of height, that officer would have never suspected of that person being a multimillionaire. Like you said, Tyrese Maxey, Fred Van Fleets, who else? Even James Harden 6'5", so he might have looked at him like, whatever. But like, no, bro, no.
He might know. They might know who James Harden. He's been popular for a long time.
That officer wouldn't know who the fuck James Harden. Did you hear his English? Did you hear his English?
Right. Wow.
Tyreek Hill, got shot in front of Hard Rock Stadium,
But why would you have gotten shot though? This is the thing I don't want that you're not conveying to us. Like, so they would have just pulled out a gun and shot you. Like, what would have made them shoot you?
That's worst case scenario. Or Tyreek Hill, put in handcuffs and taken in and booked, But it's crazy that me and my family had to go through this. So
what's even sick is
Julius,
familiar? Anybody familiar with with Miami in the panel?
Yeah, I am.
I am.
You know where Hard Rock, where that stadium is placed, right?
The stadium is, yeah.
It's like not far from like Miami Gardens and Opelika.
They count, yeah.
Yeah, but that area has been taken over by who?
Burritos?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like black people, like some people lost that area. That area was black as fuck. That area was like the hood, right?
A lot of great players came from there.
Yeah, and they built that stadium and they started pushing people out, but that shit is burrito as fuck now. You know where the baseball team plays? That shit is basically Cuba.
Wow.
Yeah, for the most part, yep.
Wow.
It's nothing but Colombians, Venezuelans, and Cuba.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
we heard from the president of the South Florida Police Benevolent Association, basically the union that represents them. And they said, and I'm quoting him, they claim that your client was not immediately cooperative with the officers on the scene who, pursuant to policy and for their immediate safety, placed him in handcuffs. They said he was uncooperative, refused to sit on the ground, and was redirected to the ground. And that once it was sorted out within a few minutes, he was issued 2 traffic citations and was free to leave. I mean, when you look at the video, is that how you would describe what happened?
Absolutely not. From what we know, they sent us a zip file with just about 5 or 6 body cam videos. The officer who we believe is now possibly on leave, that's the officer that you saw snatching Tyreek out of the vehicle, right? That was the most aggressive person. The person that Tyreek spoke with, who originally came to the car, he wasn't aggressive by any means. It was the other guy that came in that got super aggressive with Tyreek about the window. I think he even said, we'll break this freaking glass if we need to. And then he just snatches him out of the car. I want to say it looked like he opened up the door for Tyreek. And another portion is Tyreek actually put on his seatbelt. There's another body cam showing Tyreek putting on his seatbelt. So along with that, he's calling Miami Dolphin security to let him know what's going on. So that's the delay, that immediate portion that they're talking about. He's taking off his seatbelt and he's getting Drew Brooks on the phone from the Miami Dolphins. And then you see him getting snatched out of a car. Like he says, he's driving a McLaren. It's a dip in it, and he just had some repairs done on his knee. He can't jump out immediately. If you saw, also he put up his hands to show that he didn't have a firearm. He wasn't a threat.
Ran an
And he was
80-yard
complying with
touchdown.
officers. I mean, you know, as far as the statement goes, though, from the police union, I think the video contradicts everything that they're saying, even down to the notion that he refused to sit down. He actually told the guy, hold on, I'm going to sit. I just had surgery. And that's when that same officer who snatched him out of the car, that threw him down to the ground, that placed his knee in his back, then grabs him in like some kind of chokehold and drags him down to the ground. The video even goes further where you see him put his hand on Tyreek's throat. So that's what the police union didn't state in their statement.
Yeah.
So the video contradicts it.
And I should note that they said
go
that
straight
they
to
released the
hell,
video to
man.
keep the public informed, that one of the officers involved was placed on administrative duty as all this is being investigated. Tyreek, just before you go, you just tweeted a moment ago, you said, let's make a change. What did you mean by that?
Right. So I'm a good old country boy.
That's a Kamala Harris campaign ad. Change. Let's make a change, y'all. We need change. The people who are in power right now, we need them back in power so we can have a change, man.
Bro, from South Georgia, man.
Niggas,
Like
bro.
I'm not a big believer in dividing people. You know, I don't believe in all that. Man, I believe in bringing people together.
So if a Southern man's mouth is moving, he's lying. So he's about to divide people,
bruh. What's
because
going
that's
on?
my purpose in life. I do football camps
Yeah,
all.
where did this go? What the fuck are y'all talking about?
What is going on? Like, I just don't understand. Like, that judge said she had new races. I felt every bit of that shit. Every bit.
Yep. Niggas are irritating to the. I mean, I can't even think about how much they irritate. Niggas are irritating on a level that can't even be measured. It's unmeasurable. This shit is irritating. So now, because you had a fucking experience with a cop, now we need to change. The fuck are you talking about?
All across the world, man, trying to bring different people together, different kids, different parents, you know, because we in this together, baby. Like, we on this earth together. We got to live together. So when I say let's make a change, let's do it together. So Miami PD, really all officers across the world, man, because one officer doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like make
all officers across the world,
the whole group look bad. Like everybody has bad apples. You know what I'm saying? Every team has bad apples. It's my job to use my platform and my resources, so that way I'm able to align, you know, with, you know, these, you know, different stations. So that's what I mean when I say let's make a change. Like, because we done tried it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done protests. We even took a knee. You know, we done did walks. Like, so what's next?
Oh my God, man. Listen, you white people are the best people. Arabs would never put up with this shit. This gaslighting, this level of gaslighting.
Did you see the coach?
Oh, God, his coach said something.
Oh my God, go pull it up, please. Pull it up.
Oh, you talking about the mulatto
McDaniel.
dude? The
Yeah,
Melungeon,
he black. He black now. He black now. So pull the black man up.
He a Melungeon, man.
So right now, me and my wife, we right now brainstorming on how can we be a part of this change. You know, so it's important to us. You know, because we want to be.
They gonna make this nigga. Well, Harrison Butker, the religious guy, is persona non grata. He's the worst person in the world. The religious guy, kicker for the Chiefs.
Right. But
this guy's about to be
bitch.
fucking Malcolm X now. They're about to make this guy Malcolm X. Ain't that a bitch?
Ain't that about a bitch? The motherfucker that got 12 kids in a year and a half and choked one of his pregnant baby mamas and then married another bitch.
In the stomach.
Oh, kicked the bitch in the stairs, down the stairs. Or was that Lance Stevenson? That was like
No,
Stephen
this
A.
is when he was in college. This is why he went to this is why he had to this is why he didn't go to like
Yeah, he went to
Alabama.
Tennessee. He went to Tennessee, and then they kicked him out, and then he went to West Alabama.
Oh,
Yeah, he kicked the bitch
okay.
in the stomach, the pregnant girl in the stomach. And listen, if you can't bring that up because you know what I have to do his past, but this is insane, man. This is absolutely insane. They about to turn this nigga into Malcolm X. Ain't that a bitch? You said the coach, his coach, what's his name, McDaniel?
Yeah, McDaniel, yeah. Check that shit out. Oh, you about to have a hey, if you got mad about this interview, nigga, you about to have a fit.
Oh shit, man. Oh, new guys in the building. Why you ain't tell me new guy was here, man? What's up, new guy? Yeah.
The more I think about self,
Yeah, bro.
hard for me
Too.
not to
This kid.
upset. The more I think about it, and that's because of.
Yo, is he gonna fucking cry? I know he's not gonna fucking cry.
Yep.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. Oh my god, man.
You know, my
But
teammates and
like
trying to
grew up in a nice sheltered area. You got to remember, he went to
Yeah. I
like
mean,
Yale or Harvard.
he's from Denver, man. He's a white. He grew up a white guy. Like this, he's basically
not
he's
black.
like a melungeon.
Yeah,
This
black.
it wouldn't matter, man. It wouldn't matter. Crying over this is completely unacceptable, man. There's kids eating dirt cookies in right now, man. This kid's snacking on dirt cookies right now for
In my
midnight
mother's
snack.
country. In my mother's country,
Yeah.
right?
You crying over this fucking millionaire who fucking did some stupid shit.
put myself in that emotion or in that situation that they've described emotionally. And then knowing more than that, I think the thing that fucks me up, honestly, to be.
Oh, you so real. You cursed.
Oh my!
That was you shouldn't have cursed right there, man. That was not a good time to curse. It kind of like it weirded. It made the whole thing weird now. It's all weird and shit now. Like you cursed and shit. Like for what?
Be quite frank, is knowing that I don't know exactly. I don't know what that feels like.
I thought you was black, nigga. I thought you could say nigga.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You got a 53-man roster. Everybody made it to the game safe except for one, man. So
This
you gonna sit here.
This is first experience of a player not making to the game without getting pulled over with a knee on their fucking neck. This is the first experience, and he probably been around coaching.
Oh, he been around for years. He been around 20 years.
Hey, I forgot to tell you to look at the time of the engagement.
You know,
somebody got a lot going on in the background. Jam.
I think it's very, very important that that two things should be true. That you know, I think you.
Oh God, dude. Listen, I know this sound fucked up, but I wish like a big ass, like half retarded, muscle bound son man, dark skin with like big bubble gump lips would just come up and pull his pants down and fuck him in his ass. So that's what he deserves right now, man. So big with a overalls. The nigga got one strap of his overalls with the other one down, and he just come behind him and fucking do a zipper and fuck this guy in his ass. This is what the what is this, man?
It's been hard for me not to find myself more upset. The more I think about it, and that's because of my teammates and trying to put myself in that emotion or in that situation that they've described emotionally. And then knowing more than that, I think the thing that fucks me up, honestly, to be quite frank, is knowing that I don't know exactly. I don't know what that feels like. I think it's very, very important that that two things should be true. That I think you let due process work and information to be gathered to appropriately.
Yo, this dude is oozing like estrogen, man. Like, yo, my G. Like, yo, man, you can't be the coach of a football team, man. There's no, listen, I get it. I guess he is, man. He is. He's been the coach for a while, man, for a few years now. Jesus Christ. This is your leader. And listen, I get it, man. He's a plays guy. He's an offensive guy. He got a bunch of plays and shit. I'm rooting for this team to lose. I hope they fucking lose every game for the rest of the fucking season. I hope they go 3 and what 4 and 3 and 14, right? 17 games. I hope they go 3 and 14. Fuck y'all, man. Who's this? This guy's an asshole. He's coming off like a good person. You're not a good person, dude, for doing this. You're an asshole for doing this.
Project an opinion. However, that I can't get away from the fact of what I know their experience.
Their experience, as if like it's just happening all the time to his players.
Bro, Tyreek Hill. All right, you remember when like head coaches was like Bill Belichick, and they were like, coaching people and be like for people to become men and successful people in society. Like Tyreek Hill will probably get killed at a fucking nightclub or some shit after he done playing, or like by police, or get killed by a fucking baby mama or some shit like
or driving, speeding down the fucking street like a maniac.
Right. And he has never been taught anything because this is the head coach that he had in his prime. You know what I'm saying? He never got taught manhood. He never got taught accountability. He never got taught anything. Like, you're doing him a disadvantage right now.
Yep.
And you're thinking that you're like helping him out with this fake ass crime because you really don't give a fuck, obviously.
Yeah, this is all for him. All this crying is for him. He's doing this to like, make himself feel like a good person and shit. I cried for my player. I was so hurt that my player was acting like a jackass and got detained by police.
Terrible person.
Yeah, this guy's an asshole. And then here's the thing. He knows that this is causing he knows this whole incident is causing problems in the country. Like, even though it shouldn't, even though no one should give a flying fuck about this, the Democrats are going to use this like some fucking, see, look, everything's fucked up with us in power, so put us back in power.
To be, and you try to put yourself, if I'm Calais Campbell and I'm 38 years old,
he is socially awkward though. Like
you're
why
going to work, and then whatever personal innocence that you have relative to, he's never had. Yeah, you're a gigantic, strong,
what
just
the
miraculous. man that has done right in all way, shapes, and forms. And
see, I told you. See, he wants it. He even wants the same thing I told you he should get. Listen, he wants it, man. He's asking for it, man. Listen to him, man. He's asking for it. Look.
Innocence that you have relative to, he's never had, you're a gigantic, strong, just miraculous man that has done right in all way, shapes, and forms. And there's just elements to that's very triggering. But I do think that it's supremely important to wait for information to be gathered before any rush to judgment. But regardless, I know the feelings expressed to me are not are unsettling. So it's but two things did come from the adversity. Super proud of teammates being teammates, and super proud of our guys understanding the civic responsibility of a platform and intending to do right by it.
The civic responsibility of a platform. After he has the nerve to say that after his player just sped down in front of the stadium, fucking bright 80, 90 miles per hour, disrespected cops, got detained. And he's talking about
it's literally gotta be by like design, bro. For us to fucking be worshipped for everything negative, bro. We're praised for everything bad, right? And anything that we do good is like frowned upon. But everything that we do bad, we're this fucking social justice warrior. This is crazy as hell.
I'm telling you, man. It's irritating, man.
Sons are so fucking extra.
Yeah. And it's so many people that can use this stuff. Like, you can use, like, white liberals can use this as like, yeah, immunity. Cops want immunity. This is what they're talking about when they want immunity. They want to be able to do this to black people and get immunity. Vote for us.
To follow up on that, we've heard all summer how close this team has been to see two, not only just teammates, but new teammates, and John and Calais stop and come to his aid. I gotta imagine that's pretty powerful.
No, they're basically saying that his teammates came to his aid because, when you see police arresting somebody, you need to come to their aid. When police are detaining somebody, you got to come to their aid.
Yeah, police
You're
are
a good
public
friend.
enemy. Yeah, police are our public enemy number one, and this is good team culture and team bonding. But fucking rookie gets shot in the fucking chest run through. Luckily, is on the wrong side where the organs are. We don't even show his picture. I don't even know what he looked like. It is what it is.
I know that dude though. He's a good receiver from Florida.
Yeah.
It's what you hope your team is comprised of. Situations that you can't plan for sometimes give you the best window into, where your team's at. I'm very proud that they see each other as teammates and hold that in regard the way they do. It's you spend as much time, you are so interwoven into the the story that is their lives, that you hope that people, you hope that teammates understand that we are extended family, and so it was, you know, I was very happy that, you know, a guy in a situation like that didn't feel alone.
The Suns, like, they really don't have the ability to like think like being that cop for just a moment. Like the fucking tinted windows.
We're linear thinkers. Linear.
The Sun man between the ages of 16 to 40. Like if any guy is gonna shoot a cop, it would look like whatever that player's name was in that age group with the fucking tinted windows and the same bullshit. But just if you were to tell a black person that, they would just say you're racist. Like, so
linear thinkers.
Yeah, this guy
in a Sun man's mind, everyone on this fucking continent knows who Tyreek Hill is and knows that he wears number 10 for the Miami Dolphins. Linear.
Those cops might not even knew if it was like Taylor Swift if they stopped her.
They
be honest,
would not have known who the fuck Taylor Swift was.
They would know Shaq.
Them motherfuckers only would have knew Shaq because he was tall.
Exactly.
And Allen Iverson probably would have slipped through the fucking cracks.
They can't help it though. Like it's just fucked. But like honestly, they cannot help it. That's just how the majority of them think. It's just what it is.
Delusional and linear. Those are the two words that like what explains something. Delusional and linear.
In that video, the way he was acting on a Sun spectrum, that was pretty good. Like he was pretty cooperative, you know.
That is a guy.
No, now that I think about it, though, that is a great point, though. Like when you like put it into like the
perspective,
the Sun, the Sun, he actually did behave.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
9.5 out of 10.
That's not a 10 because it is perfect situations, but you wouldn't expect that man to be a Sun man that lives in a home with 18 bathrooms and 23 bedrooms.
Yeah, it is kind of
strange. He bought Rick Ross' house, right, or some shit.
Oh wow.
You have like these big ass Sun men that can like, you know, put a ball through a hoop really well, and then they just like get money immediately. So it's like dealing with like a 12-year-old on fucking steroids. Like it's just like this total mismatch.
Yeah, because you hear LeBron James speak and you understand that he has a high school diploma and that's it. But he's the greatest basketball player, damn near skill-wise and statistically to ever play. But he opened his mouth and you'd be like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's like the opposite of Michael Jordan.
Wow. This is just insane, man. This is insane. Didn't Tua say something? Oh, Acho, Emmanuel Acho. I saw him saying something, earlier, man.
I can see him. Here we go.
Here you go. Acho, man.
Hey, Ocho, he the one that pissed off black people when he had said something. He had to apologize, right?
He pissed off black people every week, man. They hate him, man. They call him a tether, man. He a tether, man.
Longhorn, Texas.
Disgusting. The body cam footage of Tyreek Hill, Dolphins receiver, being detained has been released, and it is disgusting. Here's a few things I noticed. Number one, Tyreek Hill never tried to use his celebrity status to get out of the situation. He never said, I got a $140 million contract. He simply tried to appeal to the officers with his humanity. And the officer
Yeah.
Wait. Did this nigga come in with conviction, lying every word?
He came in
Pretty
hot,
much.
man.
He can't help it, man.
He came in with
He's that attention whore.
total
Prime
conviction with not one thing being the truth. Niggas are insane, bro. Niggas are insane. Hey, we gotta meet and we gotta greet and we gotta fucking talk about how these niggas are insane on some fucking whiskey or something. These niggas are insane.
Yeah, man, absolutely insane. Salute to David DeHart. He says that's the beach Ramaswamy called out in the debates for reporting Russia for 2 years. Oh yeah, the girl that was interviewing him from CNN. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Salute to Andy Armour. He says cool channel. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Continue to hit the like button. Continue to take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, guys. Let me see if I can finish this. If I can fucking bear to hear this shit.
Responded, yeah, stop your crying. Absolutely disgusting. Tyreek Hill never said that he's headed to the Dolphins game where thousands of people are going to watch him play. No, he simply tried to appeal to the officer saying, hey, I had an operation recently done on my knee. Can you give me a second to take a seat on the curb? Absolutely disgusting. I think about the aspect that power corrupts. And absolute power, it corrupts absolutely. And those police officers on the scene have absolute power, and thus they are corrupt. They could not see past their pride. They couldn't see the human that they were dealing with. And instead, I don't know what they saw. Maybe they saw dirt because they treated him as such. Absolutely disgusting. We have to do something about it. But in this moment, I'm thankful that Tyreek Hill, his teammate Calais Campbell, who showed up on the scene, and his teammate Jonnu Smith, who showed up on the scene. I'm simply grateful that they are here to talk about it. Shameful.
He's happy that they weren't killed, that both them NFL football players weren't murdered.
All three. They supposed to got murdered because 18,000 police fucking departments. We not even
18,000 departments.
18,000 departments. I don't even know how many encounters that you do. How many encounters a day?
Let me see if I can find out how many encounters there are, man.
These people are fucking insane. You can't fix this, man. This shit is
it's unfixable. If that's not even a word,
bro.
You can fix it. Take some of these clowns away with these platforms.
No. You can't fix this shit. My dad talks like this.
It's not.
Do you see when we go to Hezekiah News, man? Like there's no fixing this, man. Negroes in Negro land. Hezekiah News. There's no fixing this.
Listen, I told y'all what to do. Public caning, man. Cane them motherfuckers in public. Set a line somewhere, man. People be free.
You talking about doing that in like a black community where black women run the entire
public in front of the whole fucking world. That'll straighten motherfuckers up because they don't want to be embarrassed on television. Everybody sees.
No. Black people don't have shame anymore. Like black people, some people used to have shame. Do you remember in the fucking 80s and shit? Like if you were, or 70s, if you were like a Sun woman and you got pregnant out of wedlock and you were up north, what did they do to you?
Sit you down south, man.
They sit you down south because they were embarrassed. Because they were embarrassed. It was shame. It was shameful to get pregnant out of wedlock. We don't have any shame. We don't have any embarrassment. It's not even a tactic anymore.
We have no morals, no principles.
Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith get paid millions and millions of dollars a year, and they just got on a fucking a glider network and said that. What the fuck did they even say?
Please understand that
you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
we're told that the guy that got arrested 8 times in 2 years, that had 12 kids in a year, that married the girl that wasn't pregnant by his child when he had 6 women pregnant. We're told that we have to listen to him over a fucking Umbrito cop that probably never had a complaint, that didn't know who the fuck he was. We're told in America right now that's the person that's trustworthy versus the cop.
It's basically us admitting as a society that sons are children. That's
We're
basically
the children. We're the children. Fuck children. What did you say we are?
Shit. Oh, I don't know. Tell
You
me.
said vermin, right?
Oh yeah, we're pestilence. Yeah. Yeah, we are. No, we're pests amongst men. Now, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Somebody has to be the pest. Somebody has to be at the, like, listen, if you got 10 people, somebody has to be the shortest. Somebody has to be the ugliest. Like, this is not uncommon in nature that, like, if you got, think about all the fucking cats in the world. One cat is the biggest. One cat is the second biggest. There's another cat that's the small. Like, it, with us being pests and just vermin is not uncommon in nature. That's just where we fall in the whole scheme of things.
I guess, but cats don't like stab people and shoot them and rob them though. So there's kind of a, I don't know.
I mean,
It's a bit
cats are
different, don't you
annoying.
think?
Cats are assholes though. Like, so let's be real. But 50 million people have contact with police each year. This includes interactions during traffic stops, arrest, street stops, traffic stops, and resident-initiated contacts.
You said 50 million?
Oh, it's not up on the screen? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, it's on the screen.
All right, so
No,
50.
It's there.
So 50 million, right?
People, not 50 million interactions. 50 million different people
50 million people, right? And if you talk to a social justice warrior, they will go back to 2000 and fucking what is that, 12? And they'll name like 5 people from 2012 to 2024. They'll probably go Trayvon Martin, Mike
Freddie
Brown. Trayvon Martin wasn't even killed by a cop, but they'll say him. They'll say Mike Brown. They'll say Freddie Gray. They'll say George Floyd, and
Orlando Castile.
I don't think they'll say him, but they'll say Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
Definitely.
It's another one we missing. That's in there. It's another one that's in there.
Ahmaud Arbery.
I don't think they'll say him though, but I don't think they'll say Ahmaud Arbery.
He wasn't killed by cops though. Yeah,
he wasn't even killed by cops either. But they'll say the names that we said, but I don't think they'll say that. But anyway, my point exactly, right? That's exactly what they'll say, right? But in Chicago, and New York, and Philadelphia, and St. Louis, and LA. So when I go to work, right, I'm off 2 days. I'm off Sundays, Mondays, right? Every time I get to work on my Monday, which is a Tuesday, I go to this thing called Major Incidents Notice. And I pull the time that I was off to the time that I came in. And I press it. And what I do is I'm looking at people shot, right? I will have 3 pages of fucking shit of people shot or people dead, right? And 95% every time are some people.
Yeah, I believe that. That's
and
real.
That's the type of shit that I do. That's what I do every time I come to work. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to a social justice warrior and you know what I'm saying, we talk about this whole thing that's like a huge fucking thing, and they want to talk about Trump and Project 2025 and all this bullshit, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, every time I come to work and I press these multiple lists, probably 4 buttons, all I see is some people and a lot of some women just dead.
Does anyone say anything, or do they just pretend that it's like an equally proportioned, like racial demographic list here?
Nah, police and everybody in police know it.
But like, I'm talking like, do they openly talk about it like we do here?
They can't openly talk about it.
So it's just like it's like you're in like a Shakespeare play. It's like a joke, like a divine comedy joke.
No, if you get them drunk enough, they'll tell you. But yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely like a Shakespeare play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But go ahead.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking interactions, man, Jack.
And like 35,
nothing.
40 of that is like sons on this 50 million here, like.
Yeah, but I would say yeah, out of 50 million, about 40, I would say 40 million would probably be sons.
Yeah, 40 million. That's a good number.
Yeah, and that and the fact that the rest, the other 10 is not just white. The other 10 is Eskimos, whites, Hispanics, Asians, Arabs, Melungeons. Yeah. The other 10 is everybody.
No. The other 10 is all right. So if it's 40% sun, 6% is Ambrito because of the West Coast and like the border fucking like towns like New Mexico and all them other places. And then I'll probably say because white men are what percentage of the country?
Like a third.
60 is 30 million. So yeah, it's 30 million white men in this. Not 30 million. It's the 30% of the country. So it's, I would
white
say
men are 30%.
120,000, 120 million, 130 million, something like that.
So hold on, white men are 30%?
Yeah.
Of the country, yeah.
Fuck. And if I'm not gonna lie to you, like encounters with like law enforcement might be 3%.
And like they're gonna jack up the representation too by like conflating Hispanics with whites type of thing.
Yeah, the FBI does that. So F1 and FBI, if you look at the demographic codes, so a 1 is black, a 2 is white, a 3 is white Hispanic, and a 4 is black Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like if they broke it down like white, meaning like your ancestors like literally came from Europe, you didn't mix in with any Indians or any blacks, like we would be like just slightly above like Koreans and Japanese basically in violent encounters and shit like that.
Because when you go to 5, it's like Pacific Islanders and Asians and shit.
Right.
So
yeah.
White Hispanic is basically every fucking Mexican.
Yeah, basically.
You get what I'm saying? So the only ones that are black Hispanics are like Puerto Ricans and like dark Venezuelans now. So black Hispanic don't really get like equally
it just doesn't exist basically.
Yeah, it's not really equal. Dark Cubans or whatever, but anything light is a 3, which is a white Hispanic. And a white Hispanic can also say that they are 2, which is white.
Yeah, anything to like obscure the data, like the real picture, they'll do it.
Wow. Great show, guys, man. Great show. Salute to everybody out there in YouTube landia. Great hitting the like button. Thanks for everybody for hitting the like button today, supporting the channel. That's what we need every night, man. Same black time, same black channel. Salute the Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Out of here. Peace out.
All right, y'all. Peace.